Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗶𝘆, your host with the most. You are on the frequency of abundance. So glad you could join us today. Very happy to have you here. Going through and finishing up the second last week in season 6. So we started Motivational Monday with frequency-led strategy. Triumphant Tuesday was scaling without sacrifice. Yesterday we did Winning Wednesday, Be the Lighthouse. Today on Driving Thursdays, living your vision daily. Lead like the future self is already here. Now, tomorrow we end up the work week with Fearless Friday, Why Leaders Meditate, and Monday to Friday, 9 a.m., pop in. Excuse me, a little Greek mountain tea. Get that voice down. Calm and relax. On the weekends, pop in 3 p.m. Eastern, midday, mid-weekend reset. Successful Saturday, leadership burnout is real. And we end the week on Soaring Sunday, leading with clean money energy. And I want you to have some fun with that. So that today, when we're doing Living Your Vision Daily, it's about what if your future self was already here? And it's going to be starting to align your energy today with the vision and that version of you that already lives with your vision, even on the hard days. So those small daily shifts are going to equal massive long-term alignment. Now, if you're with us, I'm going to put some comments in the chat. This is the Frequency of Abundance. It is a free group sponsored by the incredible Allure Creative Agency. And I want you to know that while we're here, anything is possible. You can comment, like, share. You can come on over to the Frequency of Abundance and join us. It's in the link, but all you have to do if you want to just go to LinkedIn, type the Frequency of Abundance, click on groups, boopity boop, you're with us. Congratulations, and we've got 6 seasons, and we're about to be put on BNTV, so you can watch and stream us around the world 24 hours a day. And we're going to keep on keeping on. Season 6 isn't even the beginning. We are having so much fun. You guys remember Season 1, personal development? Remember Season 2, communication and relationship? Remember Season 3 when we did online business fundamentals for those that are coaches and healers working online? Season 4, when we focused on abundance. Season 5, when we did energy. And Season 6, when now we're doing energetic leadership. Kind of an accumulation of everything before. If you are curious about what Season 7 looks like, stay tuned. It's going to be completely unique, completely different, and very exciting. It'll complement everything that we've been up to so far. So, I want to get this episode cracking for you, ladies and gentlemen. And then from there, we can talk about some other things. I can invite you to come play in a couple different sandboxes that I have. But for now, today we're diving into how to live your vision, not just someday, but every day. So the future you is not a fantasy. They're waiting for you to show up now. What does living your vision daily actually mean? So that we're not doing buzzwords and blah, blah, blah. What do you feel? So let's look at your vision as not your goal. Most people are like, what do you mean? I have a goal. Yeah, and that's my vision. I'm like, no. Your vision is not your goal. Your vision is your way of being, not just what you achieve. It's how you walk, talk, think, and choose, especially when no one's watching. You ask yourself, what does the future me prioritize each morning? How do they make decisions? What do they tolerate? Give yourself a exercise. This could be a mirror visualization. Look in the mirror. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. Hold. Open your eyes. Look in the mirror. And ask, am I being the version of myself I promised I would be? Am I being the version of myself that I promised I would be? Let's look at the next section would be the alignment blueprint. So let's go through 5 micro actions. I know little things, this is what moves the needle. It's quick, it's easy, and these small habits stack. And they give you momentum, and they give you the courage to take on the big macro actions. This is the confidence muscle that we need to flex over and over and over again to build it up. So the micro leads to the macro. Number 1, morning identity anchor. Instead of a to-do list, start your day with a to-be list. Today, I embody clarity, courage, and calm. That's how you want to be today. Yeah, it's not here's what I got to do. Because if you embody clarity, courage, and calm, I'm sure you'll figure out what you have to do. Your to-do list is a little bit less oomph than that, right? This is a little bit bigger. That's number 1, morning identity anchor. Now, if you're picking up what we're putting down, put in a like, comment, share. Give the algorithm a little bumpity bump so we can have some more fun, reach more people everywhere. Let's look at number 2, future self journaling. So the prompt would be, here's what my future self would do in this situation. You know, that might be an interesting way for you to look at you as a future you and compare it to where you are now. So that you can ask yourself, is that what my future higher, better self would do in this situation? Good. 3, alignment audit. Ask, is this habit, this thought or conversation aligned with the future I say I want? If not, what's a 1-degree shift that I can make? No huge course corrections, just a 1-degree shift. Soft, subtle. Number 4, some future self filters. Set the filters. Does this opportunity, client, or partner match the energy of my vision? Because if they don't, you need to change that. And lastly, number 5 is your 5th micro. Micro action would be a daily energy practice. Breathwork, movement, visualization, to energetically tune yourself to the next level. So number 1, morning identity anchor. Number 2, future self journaling. Number 3, alignment audit. Number 4, future self filters. Number 5, daily energy practice. Now, if you're new and you haven't joined us before, I want to let you know we're here because the incredible people at 𝗓𝗏, the only not-for-profit public relations house in the entire world, came in and said, this is big, this is good, and we need to do some good. We need to do something big. And so the vision, and we want you to be part of it, I want you to be part of our cause, part of our mission, part of our movement, where we give and we help. And that's about as far as it needs to go. No more details needed. What are you doing specifically to give and get? This is what I give every day. I hope somebody gets. My job is to give. Your job is to get. From there, you grow, and everyone around you, now you give and they get. And you are the tide now that rises all boats. So in that capacity, personally, there's a couple ways we can play in the same sandbox. And professionally, if 𝗓𝗏 Creative Agency can hunt whales for you and get you the one-of-a-kind clients that you're looking for, those dream clients, we would love to be able to help you grow.
I'm excited to introduce you to 𝗓𝗏 Creative Agency, the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse. Our mission is to increase your brand's visibility, credibility, and extend your global audience. In short, we hunt the whales for you. Our proprietary methodology blows a dog whistle to C-suite executives, leaders, founders, and owners across any industry. Welcome to our Executive Engagement Engine trademark. That's our secret sauce. It includes 3 proprietary processes: our Engagement Ignition trademark pre-event outreach process, our Commitment Catalyst trademark butts and seats process, and our Fortune Follow-ups trademark post-event outreach. These ensure the highest level of interest, virtual attendance, and follow-up conversations. As the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse, what's our promise to you? Unparalleled commitment to transparency, ethical engagement, and impactful results. Partner with 𝗓𝗏 Creative Agency and experience transformative executive engagement. Book a time to speak with us today, and here's to the evolution of your brand.
It'd be wonderful. We'd love to help take you to the next level. Make sure that you and everybody that you work with and you support that is needed and nurtured by you gets raised up. That's the beauty of where we are and what we do. Now, if we look at next section, section 3, these are common pitfalls that are going to pull you off vision. I'll start tomorrow syndrome, that procrastination E. Waiting for external validation or signs. I need a sign, I need a symbol, I need all the lights to turn green. 14 of them in a row before I leave the house. Otherwise, I'm not leaving the house. Holding on to outdated roles, outdated relationships, outdated routines. Things that don't serve you anymore. That just don't. So a mini exercise would be name 3 things that no longer serve your future self. Decide which one you're going to release today. That's big. You got to let it go. And because it's not a vacuum, you got to replace it. What are you going to replace it with? Let's look at some integration in section 4 and some real life examples. There's real people, clients, named, anonymous, it doesn't matter. They've realigned their lives. They've seen tangible results. And they've seen it because they put themselves out there and didn't have to believe it 100%. It is done. They just have to believe it's possible. If you don't believe it's possible, it's going to be pretty tricky. All you have to do is at least open the door and allow it to be able to be walked through. That's the secret. So I've got a burnt out executive who started living their vision by freedom. They just started blocking 1 hour every day for creative thinking. That's all they did. Eventually they transformed into CEO advisor roles because of that creative thought. I had a mother who was working. She shifted from chaos to calm by embodying peaceful leadership every day, not just when it was convenient for her. So really, really focus on getting that feeling out there. And if you start with it clearly inside, it manifests. And then it becomes a projection. And from you project outward. And when you project outward, it comes out to be the most incredible thing. Because it's so congruent. It's in alignment with what's within as without. That's why it's so key that you get out there. You know exactly where you're coming in from. Now, if while you're doing all of this, it seems, out there and it seems like, okay, this might be a bit much. This might be, an area that I'm not 100% convinced I can handle on my own. That's okay. We're also here to help. So look at the ecosystem that we've created for you so that you know where and when you want to play. Let's start all the way at the top. At the highest level of playing with us, personally, it would be working with me as an elite energy coach. After 30 years doing this, starting at Cirque du Soleil, Olympians, national sports teams, I've written Personal Momentum and Moments of Power and had about 15,000 people come through my hands as an executive Olympic coach. And in that capacity, we've learned so many things. This is what's given the foundation for everything that you see and hear on the frequency of abundance. So being able to be at 9 out of 10, personally and professionally, being able to know that you're already really good, but you wanted to get to great. There are certain ways to help. There are certain shortcuts. If you're a coach and you don't have a coach, how hypocritical is that? In the nicest way. Let's be congruent. Let's be real. Let's make sure that which we tell our clients are things that we take ourselves, like dentists that actually brush their own teeth, right? You want to make sure that is you. Take a look. Take a listen. If it resonates, it's an invitation only. But I'd like to see if we can extend it for you.
Meet 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗶𝘆, Elite Energy Coach, helping top performers break limits, activate their energy, and achieve unstoppable momentum. Welcome to the Personal Momentum Retreat, an exclusive experience designed for executives, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who demand more from life.
Every month, top performers gather to master powerful mental, physical, and emotional drills, strategies used by world-class leaders to unlock peak performance and resilience. At this retreat, you won't just learn, you'll experience transformation, shift your energy, break through barriers, and build unstoppable momentum. Get a sneak peek at our weekly preview event, happening every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Experience firsthand the mental, physical, and emotional drills that will change your game. Success is not about working harder. It's about activating your personal momentum. Reserve your spot today.
Now you've been personally invited. Isn't that fun? So come on over, come play with us, come have some fun. That's at the absolute highest level that you can do. Now, right underneath that, you can join the Frequency of Abundance group. It's free. Come have some fun. It's going to be quite the amazing event for you. Number 3, if you wanted to, we have something special coming up that you can be a part of. And I'll tell you about that in a couple minutes. Right now, I wanted to focus on, I guess, some final thoughts in a sense. We'll go through a bunch because I can't have, one best friend, one final thought. Let's look at some final thoughts. Number 1 would be your vision isn't a fantasy. Your vision is a frequency. Your vision isn't a fantasy. Oh, it's a frequency. Tune into it daily. You don't need permission or proof to start living it. You just need to be. You just need to begin. You just need to allow. You just need to accept. You just need to be. Number 2, small alignments create big avalanches. Every time you say no to what isn't aligned, you say yes to what is aligned. If you're here and you look to the left and right and go, nope, nope, you stay here. If you look to the left and right and you start leaning, you lean too far. It is very important that if you're looking at that this makes sense. If you're driving a car and you need to do a shoulder check to see that there's no car next to you so you don't crash into it, when you do the shoulder check, you can't take your wheel with you because you will crash into something. So it's a shoulder check. It doesn't mean you take everything with you. That's why you have to say no to what isn't aligned and yes to what is. You already know. So now it's about acting accordingly. Stop asking what if and start asking what now. Make that shift. It is a fundamental change to how you look at the world. If you're ready to close the gap between who you are and who you're meant to be, there's always times to play. By all means, I'll help. I'd love to be in that mix and be part of that journey for you. Personally, professionally, we've got places like 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗶 that can shine a spotlight on you, get you those whales. We've got places like an executive momentum retreat where you can truly tap into yourself and rise up even more. Where on a daily basis do you get access to this? Like at the Frequency of Abundance. So find it, book it, go to your audience, go to my audience, go anywhere. Anyone who can help, there'll be a way for you to feel that. The future that you is waiting, but not forever, okay? So I want you to activate and get cracking. There's a version of you, it's clear-eyed, it's grounded, it's powerful, it's who already knows what alignment feels like. They're not overwhelmed by busy work. They're not chasing approval. They're not shrinking to fit into spaces that were never built for their truth. That version of you, they're not in some far-off future. They're right here, on the other side of a few brave choices, a few consistent shifts, a few sacred promises that you will have to keep. Because your vision isn't a destination. It's a decision that you make again and again, especially on the hard days. It's the quiet discipline of choosing congruence over comfort. Yeah, this may not be comfortable, but it is congruent. let's say I wasn't feeling well. Never heard of it, but pretend. And I think if I ever don't feel well, I don't like the energy that sounds like when it comes out. So I suppose, go as far as saying I felt less than optimal. That's about it. When I say something like I felt less than optimal, most people get hospitalized. So it depends on your degree and where energetically you play. But that decision that you make again and again, especially on the hard days, because your vision isn't a destination, that's the quiet discipline of choosing congruence over comfort. It's waking up and saying, I don't need to see all the steps. I just need to take the next one in integrity. And every time you do that, every time you show up as if your future self was already here, what a door you open. How much easier you make it for you to step through. You collapse time. You bend reality. You stepping out, wanting and waiting, and now into becoming. Wow. So if you've been waiting for a sign, here it is. Live as the person that you say you're becoming. Not later. Not when it's easy. Now. Yeah. Now. Make sure that you've got it now. So, being blessed enough to have frequency of abundance here, able to connect with all of you guys, one of my friends had said, hey, how come you don't have a podcast? How come you're not interviewing incredible people? So many around the world. And I'm like, true. So we do. I wanted to invite you to be a guest on The Voices That Lead. It is for those who want to examine and be understood through 3 questions, 3 filters, so that the audience sees you. Number 1, how do you serve those that you lead? Number 2, what do you believe is your legacy? And number 3, if you had just one way to help someone else become limitless, what do you think it'd be?
Ever wonder what sets real leaders apart? It's not the corner office, it's the impact they make. Welcome to the Voices That Lead podcast with 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗶, where we dive deep with leaders who put service first. These aren't just CEOs or big names. They're people making a difference, building legacies through acts of kindness, mentorship, and heart. Every episode you'll hear powerful stories, straight from those who lift others up and inspire change. Looking for practical advice, authentic conversations, or just a spark to unleash your own limitless potential? You'll find it here. Because leadership isn't just about where you end up. It's about who you help along the way. Join the community and get inspired. Reach out to be a featured guest on the program. Leaders, legacy, limitless. Subscribe to the Voices That Lead podcast. Join us as a speaker and let others be inspired by you. Become the leader you're meant to be.
We'd love to have you there. So know that you got Voices That Lead. You can be a guest on that. That is for you to big up and show the world who you are. Know that you can come in here for Frequency of Abundance, and that is for you to big up for you. And then the rest of the world gets to notice you. Know that you can come and play with us at examples and elite virtual retreats. Know that you can have the only not-for-profit, invitation-only public relations powerhouse in the world on your side. And because they're not-for-profit, not only are they a fraction of the price of anyone else, they also have proprietary methodology. The stuff they do, no one else does. That's why it's licensed and trademarked. You might want to consider coming and playing in one of our sandboxes. So let's take a look at a proper final thought for you to live the frequency before the outcome. So many people wait. They wait for clarity, they wait for permission, they wait until the money comes, the partner arrives, the circumstances are perfect. But the truth is, your vision will never arrive if you're not a match for it. You can't wait to feel free until you built the business. You can't wait to feel love until someone chooses you. You can't wait to feel powerful until the world applauds. That's not how energy works. It's not how embodiment works. You must become the frequency first. You must wake up and decide, today, I live as if the vision already belongs to me. Then you walk it. You walk like you're living it. You speak like it. You set boundaries like it. You nourish your body, you protect your peace, and you move through your day as someone who's already aligned with that future you. Because when you embody the energy, the vision no longer becomes something you're chasing. It becomes the inevitable expression of who you already are. And the world responds not to what you want, but to who you're being. So live your vision daily, not to prove anything to anyone, not to hustle your way to get there, but because you finally remembered that version of you is already here. You're just now choosing to meet them. And I look forward to that conversation when you have it, because my goodness, that's going to be fun. When you meet your future self, we'll be right here for you. Now, join us tomorrow on Fearless Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, Why Leaders Meditate. Pop in on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, midday, mid-weekend reset. For Successful Saturday, Leadership Burnout is Real. And Soaring Sunday, Leading with Clean Money Energy. Look forward to having you here. I think it'll be an absolute treat. And if it's something that you think could help someone, please, 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 spread that around, share that, let that love go and grow so that we can have the right people getting the right help. There's so many ways that you just need to smile and rise people up. And it's so different because I don't need to know what's going on. I don't need to get deep down into the weeds and the dirty. I don't need to let my energy come down in order to let your energy come up. I can just stay here and you can come on over. And then once you rise up, everyone around you, they rise up. Can't wait to have some more fun. Can't wait to play in the same sandbox. Reach out to me, say hi, like, comment, and share. Join our community, join our mission, join our cause. Join the frequency of abundance and radiate that beautiful joy that is you. It is such a blessing, such a blessing. And in that, as we say on every show for 6 seasons, as we end,